73-61. Duke takes Clemson out, moves on to the championship game. Sans Pat Ngangwa, Sans Caleb Foster. If you aren't proud of this team or aren't proud of this team's effort, how they're winning games and everything without their best guys, well, not their best guys, not the best guys we have, but some of our best guys, then I don't know what to do for you, man. Um, this is phenomenal what this team is doing. Um, it kind of shades of last year when Cooper Flag went out and how the team rallied. How John found found something for them. They had prepped for that. They had prepared for the possibility of him not being in. They utilized that possibility and worked on the things that they needed to work on in that first game against Georgia Tech. Led them to two really great games down the stretch after that to win the title. We're looking at something very similar this year, man. Um, wow, that was uh, that was impressive. That was impressive. As impressive a victory as you can get. Make sure you guys hit us up in the comments. Let us know what's on your mind for this game. We'll see. I think DH, TK, Jack might be joining me tonight. We'll see. I know it's late. We'll see if these guys can get on. Um, yeah, man. Yeah, Evans over 7 today from 3, I believe. Tough game, but what 10 boards, 10 or 11 boards. Exceptional defense. I'll take the trade off. He's doing honestly, he's kind of doing what Caleb Foster did for us, and we had scoring elsewhere, right? We had Nick Kamenia getting buckets, we had Caden Boozer getting buckets, and it was enough. It was always going to be enough against this Clemson team to have 2 or 3 guys at the very least get us into double digits. Everything else would find its way out. You just kind of expected Zay to be one of the ones to be one of the high scorers, and he just wasn't. His shot wasn't on tonight, but he did things to that precludes to winning. And like PS just said in the chat, survive in advance. Survive in advance, survive in advance, survive in advance. That is the name of the game. Survive in advance. We're gonna put the comments up on the stage so you guys can see when people put stuff up. There we go. Survive in advance. It's that time of year, man. Every win, every game is not gonna be pretty. It's not, everything's not gonna be perfect, especially when we're down 2 guys the way we are. But this team, you have faith in this team to find a way to win, man. Duke, motherfucker, that's right, baby. We expect this team expects it. They expect it, and that was one of the things we talked about on the show too during the week. Um, TK asked the question. He wasn't making the insinuation necessarily that this was going to happen, but he asked the question, kind of, would Duke just kind of take it easy for this tournament? Say, you know what, we don't care about the tournament. Let's just get into March, or let's get into the NCAA tournament and do our thing. And I pushed back on that notion of, you have 5 guys, three guys who are 2 guys who actually played last year in the ACC tournament, but 5 guys who are on the team, 6 guys on the team, if you want to count Cam Sheffield, who dealt with this last year with Coop, who dealt with coming up with the belief, feeling that belief, and being able to rally around everything that happened and go win a championship. And this team wasn't gonna accept, let's just go and lose and let's get into the NCAA tournament healthy. Jack, that was never gonna be the case for this team.
No, this team is way too competitive of a group to do
Yeah,
that. That was an amazingly good performance.
yeah.
That team, they're good. They're just look. This is a good basketball team. I want people to understand that.
Mhm.
With Caleb and Pat, without Caleb and Pat, this is a very good basketball team.
Mhm.
And I'd be worried if I was UVA.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, they're the ones just like Florida State. They're like, we want Duke back. We want the payback. Immediately after the game, the players and the fans took on the same mantle. It was, we want Duke. We're gonna see him again. And you know what? People called it. They were right. Um, they want us back in the title game. They're a good team. You're talking about the team that when we beat the hell out of them in Cameron, they were number 11 in the country. That's a good team, man. It's not a bad team. It's not like UVA is bad. We made them look pedestrian with how good we were in that game. So it's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be a battle tomorrow, man. But this is March. What do you expect? Are we supposed to just beat every team's ass? Like it's happened a couple of times in history. '09 UNC, '01 Duke, 90 UNLV. There's only a few teams a couple of UCLA squads, a couple of teams in the history of NCAA that just rolled through the tournament with double-digit victories. So it's not like that's just gonna happen. You know what I mean? Even with our whole squad back, it wasn't. It's not necessarily the case. But man, these guys are just building, building, building more opportunity. And I think John learned from last year. The same thing happened last year, right? A lot of guys learned and gained some opportunity. Con Nipple like became our number one when Coop went out, very easily too, I might add. And then we get into that Houston game, and there were no real draw ups for Con. Like a lot of everything was directed towards Coop, trying to get Common involved a little bit more, things like that. And that wasn't that wasn't the case, man. I think we could have showcased Con a little bit more in that Final Four game, especially when we couldn't score. Um, but it
I
is what
did
it is. We're
not
talking
think
about the team
about
last
that.
year. Yeah,
Things
but
happen.
what it leads to us, this where we are this year, John learning, and that's one thing about him. He's a competitor, and he's always going to learn.
Yes, sir. And hey, we got UVA tomorrow, 8:30.
Hmm. Yep.
I will be. I will try to check in post game. Just gonna say that now.
Uh,
I will be
you
at a
got something
wedding.
going on?
I will
Ah,
be at a wedding.
damn, Jack. I forgot you got to be at the wedding. Woof. That's
I'm gonna
brutal.
do my best, guys.
That's brutal.
But nah, you know
Your
what?
friends clearly are not basketball fans,
My friends actually are basketball fans, and one of them is one of the biggest Duke haters I know.
so they
So
did this on purpose. Then
maybe
they did it on purpose. That's the only. That's the only
this is what
thing it could
happens
have been.
when this is what
Yeah.
happened. My friend is marrying a Mets fan who hates Duke.
They got the Mets part right.
No, they did not. No, they did not, good sir. This is
They
Philly's
got the Mets
country.
part right.
But seeing it in the chat here, 120
Yep.
wins for John, which 30 wins a season, and yes, at least 2 more games to play.
Yep.
You know what's great? You know what's absolutely great here? This is a record, and it's gonna extend.
Hmm.
Shout
Yep.
out John. Shout out Duke for going with the transition plan because we have seen now all over the place what happens when that doesn't
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
Look at
Yep.
Villanova. Look at Carolina.
And not even just these teams, but like teams that had to replace the so-called greatest coach of all time, or even just the greatest coach in that school's history, whatever. Having to replace those types of people, man, is super difficult. I mean, what after Larinaga was Jay Lucas directly after Larinaga?
Yeah, he retired on like
Okay,
Christmas Day last
that's right.
season.
He retired mid-season. Yeah, yeah. But Jay's doing a good job in Miami with that. But like you said, Nova, UNC, Georgetown,
Yeah, Georgetown,
um,
Syracuse.
Syracuse, a lot of schools,
Um,
man.
I'm just trying to
Replacing big
think.
time coaches and people.
UCLA.
Kentucky, we can say Kentucky. We can say Kentucky. But after Dean Smith, Bill Guthridge, Guthridge won a title with Dean Smith's players, and then he
Nah,
left.
Guthridge didn't
Doherty,
win a title. He made a Final Four, but he didn't win a
he made the
title.
Final Four. That's right, he made the Final Four. Then you got Doherty, Wolf. At least he got
Yeah,
some of those
Dort.
dudes on campus that Rory won with. But yeah, man, like it's hard to do, man. It's hard to do. John's making things look easy. Yeah, UCLA just upset Michigan State. I
That
don't
was
know
a
if
big one.
does that I don't think that moves Michigan State down to a three line. I don't think because there's no. Are there any like? I guess maybe did Kansas are they still playing? Did they win or did they lose?
They're going to lose. Last I checked, they had less than 30 points with like 5 minutes left or something like that.
Okay, less than 30.
Final score. I misread the clock. It appears. When did they break 30? They broke 30 after the under 12.
Mm,
The final score was 69-47.
okay. Oof. So that was a team that
Woof.
possibly could have, if they won the Big 12 championship, might have had a case to be a two seed. So they'll probably
They
stay
might
at
be a 5
4.
now.
Yeah, 4 or 5. They might be a 4. Well, they won that first game. They might be a 4. I think they'll stick at the 4 line. Maybe even a 3, depending on who else has done what. I gotta look at who's done what and what seed they're supposed to be. Like Iowa State, they're firmly a 2, I believe.
That game tonight was crazy, by the way. Iowa
That was
State and
nuts. That
Arizona.
was nuts. That shot that Jaden Bradley hit was crazy.
That was a crazy shot. It was a crazy ending.
Malik covered the spread. Yeah, that's my type of thing. That's a gambling set right
Malik
there.
did
Hell yeah.
cover the
Hell yeah.
spread.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And now being in Virginia, I can't bet on the game tomorrow night, so it's probably for the best. It's
Oh, you're
probably for
not
the
allowed to bet
best.
on teams that play in the state?
Yeah. Yep. At
Interesting.
least at least on FanDuel anyway. And DraftKings. Somebody else has a site where you can, then let me know.
Yo,
What's up,
DH,
yo,
how we
yo,
DA?
doing?
yo. What's up? What's up, man? Feeling good. Feeling good. Um,
Yep.
y'all know me at this point. Didn't love aspects of the second half, but a win's a win. A
Mm-hmm.
win's a win. I thought we could have beat that team by 20.
Sure.
Should
And
have.
but again, a win's a win. Gotta, I need that Caden Boozer apology to be as loud as the disrespect. I need that Nick Haminia apology to be as loud as the disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, uh, Shout out to Cam for being Cam. Shout out to Isaiah for playing a game that was equally
He
as
had a Caleb
impactful
Foster game.
as yeah. It's
He
one of those
did.
games to where like the rebounds that he got were as loud as a three
Yeah.
Yes.
in a possession by possession game like that,
Yep.
especially in moments where like dude didn't score quite as well. Like ending a defensive play with a stop and a rebound
Mm-hmm.
is something that is just as loud in a possession game like this.
Yeah.
I liked what I saw. I mean, Dami was a little bit more aggressive tonight. At the point of attack, I saw a lot of things that told me that like at least some of the principles are able to translate across different types of lineups. And I think that says a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This
I said
is
this on Twitter. I said this on Twitter, and I've said this to you guys at some points. It makes me really sad for Darren in these moments
Darren played well.
because Darren played well. I just realized, like, when I watch him, particularly off ball, he just gets screened so. Like his screen like he'll like even in the game, like the last
Mm-hmm.
couple plays tonight, they set up a stagger screen, and instead of trying to trail him off those staggers to force him into the lane and toward his help, he tried to shoot the gap.
Mm-hmm.
And when he tried to shoot the gap, he just stepped back on a flare and just drained a three. And of course, he knew it because he has a mind for it. But I think if he could sure up through film, yeah, Tech, yeah, I don't
Darren
agree with you.
played. First off, Darren
I don't
hit
agree
his
with you,
shot
Tech.
when he needed it.
He hit a
Darren
shot.
Darren's
I don't think he
on-ball
didn't play
defense in
well.
that game. Can I
Yeah,
really
that's what I'm
quickly just say
saying.
this? His on-ball
Absolutely.
defense. He is not a great on-ball defender, but you know what he did? He did his job. He funneled his man to the paint, did not allow jumpers, and guess what? His man in the paint had to deal with one of Cam Boozer and Malik Brown, and it was a very low success rate. Darren played well. Darren did exactly what he needed to do,
Mm-hmm.
and he hit
I
a huge
agree.
three.
Hit a huge three, and I mean, and like he's also turned into this really interesting connecting piece too. Like
Mm-hmm.
off second side action, gets the ball swung to him, attacks the closeout, drive and kick, keeps the ball moving to the other side. Like I think he was doing a lot of things in the continuity of the offense. And
Yeah.
I see comments here saying that he gets killed on defense. I think earlier in the year he did. I think I agree with you. They used to pick on him and like shoot over
Mm-hmm.
top, but it hasn't necessarily been the case of late. In my opinion. I think much more of his issues are more so off ball things, and he gets hung up on screens a lot.
He's
A
our
lot of that
ninth
time,
guy. He's our
he's
ninth
our
guy.
ninth guy.
I don't know what the discussion is.
That's
He's
also
he's
fair.
our ninth guy. He's playing seventh because we have two guys out. He's our ninth
True.
player. As a ninth player, what more can you ask for? Look at Clemson's ninth player and compare him to Darren Harris. Which one
That's a
would
good
you
point.
rather have on your team? That's all you got to
Darren
ask yourself.
Harris.
We're talking about
That's a
him
fair
like he's
point.
supposed to be our starting player. We don't need to talk about him like that. He's our ninth guy. He did his
Yeah.
job. He came on the floor for 12 to 13 minutes, hit a three, played some defense, didn't turn the ball over, made impact, sat on the bench the rest of the game. Cool. He did exactly what he was supposed
Yeah,
to do. Bought some minutes for the guys that we want on the floor. When you get into
I agree.
March, you want to play 7. These are the 7 we have because these are the only 7 that we have. But if
Yep.
Caleb comes back, if Pat comes back, then you got a 7 right there that nobody else can match in the country. And you want those guys on the floor because they build rhythm by being on the floor more. You don't want to sub in and out. All this stuff about
I agree
depth.
with
I
that.
know people are like, Jack Scott might get some time. No, he's not. No, he's
Shout out
not.
Jack
Like
Scott though. Shout
that
out
was
Jack
Shout out
never
Scott.
to
the
Jack Scott.
case. The only way he was getting on the
Yeah,
floor is if 12 people fouled out. Like it wasn't happening that way, y'all. Like coaches
yeah,
don't want to play a bunch of players. If anybody's played basketball, you know if
yeah.
you are a
8.
person who gets subbed in 2 minutes at a time, it is very difficult. It's hard to
Yeah,
do. It's hard
it's
to
hard
build
to
a
do.
rhythm. It's hard to get into your motions, everything else. It's difficult. But when you get to play on the floor over and over and over again, you get and you're not worried about making mistakes. You make a mistake, you know you're staying on the floor because nobody's
Right,
subbing in for you. That
right.
makes it so much easier to play the game. You
Yeah,
play
it's
with so much
free.
more
You playing
freedom.
free. Yep.
Yeah, man. So like I don't
And I
need to
mean,
break
the
him. We
reason,
don't need to break him down like he's like this the starting shooting guard on the squad. He's our ninth player, man.
yeah, I agree with you. I think for me, the reason that I bring it up is because I actually want to have to get more of an opportunity in a lot, even in
Sure,
these
sure.
moments where, even when you have 7,
Hmm.
particularly in a moment like this where continuing to have people that can spell minutes, can create rotation. I think the rotation is good that John has
Hmm.
developed. I think for me, the reason I bring it up is because I actually want him to continue to play more, and I
Sure,
think
no,
that
sure.
as
I'm talking about the people who are
in my
breaking him down
oh yeah,
like he's
like
this
he's
crazy liability on the team. Like he's either
yeah.
gonna play or he's not gonna play. It's he's our ninth guy.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, I agree with you.
you
I
say
definitely
you
agree with you
you
there.
look you say you're not asking to be Kobe, but you're talking about him like you're talking about Kobe. You don't like that's not what this is, man. I'm not trying to come at you sideways, but that's not what this is. Like, yes, he's thinking too much because we just explained it. I don't know if you've played ball at that level or not. It is difficult when you have to sub in and out of the game constantly. You don't know when and where your minutes are going to come from. And then when you do get on the floor, if you don't hit your first shot, if you miss your first
Yeah,
defensive assignment, you're getting yanked. If Cam
yeah,
Boozer misses a defensive assignment, guess what? Cam Boozer's going to play 40 minutes.
yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? Like he doesn't have to
Yeah,
worry. He gets to play with the freedom that you don't get to play with. Like
If I
it's
may
harder,
interject
man.
quickly, AC, it's not
Yeah,
just a basketball thing. This is in any sport.
sure.
yeah,
If you have the thought in the back of your head of if I screw up, I'm not gonna get my playing time.
Yeah.
You're gonna screw up. It's gonna get in your head. That's a
Hmm.
thing that you see at any level in any sport. It's baseball, basketball, football,
Yeah.
volleyball, rugby, uh, curling, like any sport,
I love curling.
any sport. You're not gonna
It's a
get.
rhythm.
You're not. It's a rhythm thing.
It's a
It's
Yeah.
like
rhythm game.
you have to have the confidence. If you don't have the confidence that you're gonna continue to make the plays, you're not gonna
Right.
make the plays in the first place. You know what? Darren's getting extended run for the first real time this season, and he's making the most of it, I think.
Excuse me.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
and I
mean,
mean, I'd
it
much
is what
rather.
it is,
And
man.
I'll be honest, I'd much rather have a guy out there that's thinking than not thinking.
Yep.
Sure, sure,
for your
If
sure.
he's
for your
playing
ninth
if he's
guy,
not playing defense,
Yeah.
right? If he's not playing defense and doing the best he can and moving the basketball and doing all the things that he's doing and effort plays and getting
Yep.
in there to getting dirty for the offensive glass and
right.
Hmm.
keeping the basketball alive and all the things he does at a high level in this particular role,
Hmm.
I'm
then
saying
I mean that's what you want. That's what you
It's
want.
I get it, man.
Sam,
Like
I'm
I know.
saying I get it. I get where you're coming from. I disagree.
I
I
think
think
he's
he
talking
played
about Tech
well
Man.
tonight.
I think he's talking about
Oh,
Tech Man Andre.
okay.
Yeah, yeah,
I
I
think he's
hope
talking about Tech
so.
Man Andre.
I hope
But
so.
either way, look, I'm not fan police. Like if like Tech Man Andre says he's not optimistic, I get it, man. Any Duke fans out there who are like I'm not optimistic or I don't think this team can win. Okay, I got you, man.
Okay.
I feel
yeah,
I understand it. I get where you're coming from with that. I get the reason you can say the reasons why and all that. I totally get it. But at this point, I don't know what else this team has to do to get people behind them and just be like, let's just rock with them and see what happens because this team has done nothing but win all season and show
and they
you that they
show
are
up.
show
Yeah.
you that they're mature. They show you that they're ready. They show you that they show up. They haven't been perfect, but they don't need to be perfect
Mm-mm.
and they've just continued to win. So I don't know what else they have to prove at this point. Like, yeah, we could lose to UVA tomorrow. UVA is a really good team. We could
Mm-hmm.
lose that game tomorrow very well.
Or we
We
could
could have
beat them
lost
by
to Florida
25
State
again.
last night, or we could beat them by 25, right? We could have lost
Yeah.
Florida State last night. Like things, it's basketball. Those things happen. But in this time period, it is like it's survive and advance. Like you win or you don't win. It's bottom line. And this team has
Mhm.
taken on the mantle of all we want to do is win, man.
Yep.
So I get it, man. Like I said, I get it. Anybody who's not optimistic, I understand why. And those are the fans that say that they're realists and everything else, and I totally get that. Like I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility to say you're a realist and thinking that this Duke team can go ahead and win this ACC championship too
Mhm.
without Pat and Caleb. I I think they can.
Certainly not outside the realm
I
of
think they will.
UVA's
Last
gonna have
year's team,
to do a lot.
UVA's
last
gonna have
year's
to do a
team
lot,
They're
won
right?
gonna
without
have to do a lot.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Jack.
last
My
year's
bad.
team won without Coop and Malik.
yeah,
Hmm.
Why not again?
right.
Yeah, and I think again, like we're in a situation to where UVA, if they, what's the box score? What are the team stats for this game?
For
Because
today's
UVA
game?
just shot the, I'm looking now. UVA shot the leather off the basketball today,
Mm-hmm.
They did.
and that helps a lot.
Sure.
That help shot making helps.
And
And they're not going to get
yeah,
the same. They're not going to get the same looks against Duke. I mean, they didn't the first time. They won the second time.
right.
And so we'll see if their shot making is on as an example, a friggin' Florida State level where it didn't matter. That's one thing. That's great. And
Yeah.
also, we'll see how it all pans out. It's gonna be Duke is already 8.5 point favorite. Okay, good for them.
Ooh, I don't like 8. I don't like 8. I hate the 8 number. But
Yeah,
8
it
on a
says 8 and a
Saturday, I
half.
feel better about the 8 on Saturday.
Hey,
8 and a
all I'm
half
It
gonna
on a
does.
say is that
Saturday.
last time an ACC championship game was played between Duke and Virginia, it worked out pretty well for Duke.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Shout out Nate Shepard. Shout out Luke Mergott.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, what's there? Let me get those up. Let me get the Duke ones up. Since we in here.
You putting up box scores?
Yeah, I'm just pulling it up to make sure that what I'm saying makes sense, because I don't like to say stuff without information. Can't just be like everyone else in the world that just says stuff for no reason at all.
There's a lot of that out there.
There's
That's
a
for damn
lot of
sure.
that, because all of a sudden I'm sure tonight it's going to be, oh, Duke shot 38% from three tonight. There you go. It's going to be a lot of, oh yeah, well, I mean, Caden played well, but I still don't believe in him. Like it's going to
Mm-hmm.
be all this stuff of like the goalpost just keeps moving. He has so much to
Yep.
say yesterday, and then he plays his behind off today,
Mm-hmm.
and now, oh, but I'd still, I don't know. Let's see, 82% from the line, 38% from three for Duke.
Clean that up.
Clean that up. 24 to 20 points in the paint, pretty even.
Mm-hmm.
We had 9 assists today. That's not typical. Plus 14 on the glass.
Again. Casual.
Again.
That's how we do.
Yeah, light work. We
Yeah.
had 11 turnovers, but that's not terrible. Not in the context of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, pretty much even.
They were in bunches. That's the thing. Like there was
Yeah.
4 or 5
Yeah.
early, and then there was long stretch without,
Mm-hmm.
and then there was
Mhm.
like 4 or 5 to start the second half.
Yeah. Yeah,
But we're
and
in
the same
bunches.
thing happened last night too against Florida State. Florida State had, I want to say in the first half they had something like 14 points off turnovers or something like very early. Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
they capitalized on that. That's what kept them in the game early. So, turnovers be damned or whatever.
Oh
Like
my
this
God,
team.
Derek.
Oh, let's see what he said. Let me go back.
Yo, Yo.
That's a fact.
Oh my God.
That's a fact.
Corey.
Yeah, you see
Bro,
him
Corey's
schooling.
wild.
You see him schooling Carlos on the game. My homegirl Cece. He's got a friend everywhere.
Everybody's his
does.
cousin. Everybody's
Everybody's his cousin.
Everybody's his
friend.
cousin or his friend.
little bro. His little bro. Cooper Flag's my little brother. This dude, he's a joke, man. That dude,
Oh, I
yeah,
can't.
man.
I changed the
he's a
channel
mess.
early, and my dad got mad at me because he wanted to hear Corey Alexander eat crow about all the things he had been
He'll
negatively
never eat
saying
crow.
about Duke.
Corey
Nah,
Alexander is never wrong. I hope y'all know that. Like
Corey
he's never
Alexander
wrong.
is like he's like Isaiah Evans. He's never seen a shot he ain't like.
I'm
Yeah,
just here like
he's never
I
wrong.
want to get this man's voice off my television. My dad's like, I want him to concede that he was wrong about Duke not having a chance to win.
He'll no, your dad will be watching TV
Nah,
for centuries.
That's what I said.
He'll be watching
That's what
TV
I
for
said.
centuries.
come on, Nick. Nick had
Corey
14,
Alexander is
6, and 1.
never
Nick
wrong.
had a great
Yeah,
game.
dog.
Hey,
I love to see
remember
it.
in
I love to
DH,
see
remember
it.
in Spaces when I
love to
was
see it.
comparing him to Shane Battier defensively?
You did say that. You did say that, and we all
I do remember that
we all rolled
egregious
our eyes,
statement.
and still
And
will,
I want the
and still will.
apologies to be as loud as the
There's
disrespect.
no apology. No, absolutely not.
I
I
want
will
the
not
apologies to be
apologize.
as loud as the
Talk
disrespect.
I refuse.
Talk your talk, Jack. I'm not with you. You on that tree branch by yourself, brother.
You know exactly what I was trying to say.
You
when I
on
said
that
that,
limb
right?
by yourself.
I get it.
What's up, Eddie?
The goat. Eddie the goat.
How we doing?
I don't care about Clemson's stats. We
What's
don't give
going
a
on? How y'all doing?
We're good, Eddie.
Been listening to
Feeling
the
good, brother.
conversation.
There's the stats from your Blue Devils.
Oh,
Pretty even scoring from
let
the.
me. I do want to address this. The Boozer and Leitner comparison statistically
Oh God,
statistically it's not a bad comparison.
no, it's not.
When it
It's
comes
not.
to
I
play
just don't.
style,
I want them to do this after the season. I don't want them to do it in season. I don't want any Duke love right now. Like everybody
Yeah,
dropped off
keep
the
it hate.
bandwagon when
Keep it
everybody got
hate.
hurt. Everybody Nick needs to go to Central Valley Community College in California. Take
West
Hayden
Tallahassee State.
scholarship, take Darren's scholarship, take everybody's scholarship. Everybody's scholarship
Yeah,
needs to be
word.
taken. Whole
Yep.
thing needs to start over. All that happened this year. Duke can't win the title. That was preseason.
Nope.
Duke can't
Yep.
win the title with this group. We don't have the guard play. All of a sudden, our
Yep.
guard's gone. Now that guard is so important. That was so bad to y'all before. Now we can't win without him. Now, okay, all right, cool. I got y'all. Yeah, keep it. I'm glad, right? I'm so glad this happened. Like, keep it moving. Like, that is awesome. Like, let it be. Let that thing sit.
Yep.
Yep, let it sit where it is. They don't believe in us now. Cool. I love seeing it. I love seeing Dallin Cuff and all them dudes. Yeah, Duke can't win it all now. Perfect. Keep that
Yeah,
energy.
Mhm.
That's
I
the
heard
energy I
somebody.
want.
keep
I heard
that
somebody
energy
talking about you.
when
All you gotta
Pat
do
and
is
Caleb are
tell
both
Cameron's
back.
Keep that energy. Yep.
music.
And when they come back, don't come back on the bandwagon. We don't want you. I don't need you.
Nah, stay on that
Nope.
side.
Go ahead and keep picking us to
Yep.
to losing around 32.
Yeah. When everybody started
guard
rocking
play.
with Duke, I ain't like it. I ain't like it when everybody started rocking with Duke. I ain't
It's
want it.
always a
Yeah.
downfall for us.
I don't want it. I don't want
People start coming
Barstool.
around
I
on it.
don't want Barstool liking Duke. I don't want any of them clowns at Field
Barstool.
67, Field 68,
ESPN
whatever, liking
people.
Duke.
None
Yep.
of
I don't want any of them. I don't need any of them. Gary Parrish and Matt Norlander. I don't want any of them.
they on that side. I'm with
Yep.
you, AC. Though. I don't know how people can still doubt this team after watching what we're doing right now. I mean,
Right.
y'all were talking about rhythm earlier.
Yeah.
How many times in a season do people have 2 starters and 3 bench players on the floor? What John
Right.
has done with this rotation, I think people think this is just like you got 5 people on the floor, y'all know how to play defense. No, you playing with somebody
No.
new.
Mm-hmm.
Not have that rhythm to still play defense how we played tonight. We were on
I'm gonna put the
Spaces
link
last
on the
night.
Patreon for all the Patreon folks.
Yeah, I was telling people last night on Spaces, Caden just really needed a game to get it to be himself. And we saw tonight, man, he attacked. He was great. But man, I gotta give kudos to John for being able to coach this team with rotations that probably were never in practice. I mean, who does that? This late in the game.
He said after the game yesterday, Eddie, that he was like, "Listen, we're being put in situations that we haven't been through all season with a lineup that we've never seen before. Like we've never been down 8 like that in the second half and having to fight our way back." And with
that lineup that was in when that happened, by the way, played 3 minutes together before that game.
Yeah.
Scheyer.
I mean, he just rolls the ball out at practice.
Third base.
If you haven't, I understand it's a regular season award and John should win it anyway, but people don't want to give it to him. But if you haven't turned your vote in yet, I don't know how you don't forget ethics. John deserves this award. He deserves it. Vote for him.
You're not wrong.
Yeah,
you're not wrong. How you feel about the game, Eddie?
Man, I was impressed, man. I just really thought that we wouldn't play as well as we did. I thought Florida State presents different challenges for us than other teams, especially where they make shots. So I mean, I really thought that was going to be our biggest challenge. So I did expect us to win tonight, but just not how we did it. I give again. I can't stop singing John praises. I remember I jumped on Spaces after the North Carolina game and said I thought John should have did something to slow the tempo down when we were up. He did it tonight. He switched his own. You could see our legs were tired. You could kind of see the momentum shift, and they were about to take over the game. He shifted like somebody. I think it was UDH that said it too. Is like he's not waiting anymore to make adjustments. He's doing it early now, and that switching to that zone was huge. I'm really proud of Caden finding his spots, attacking. Nick stepping up tonight. But what about Isaiah? I mean, he looked like his legs were tired, not hitting shots. What he grabbed? 12 rebounds? It was 11?
10.
10?
Yeah, 10. Yeah.
Career high 10 rebounds.
Play defense. I mean, Boozer hitting timely shots, just like he always does. I mean, what can this team not do? We're talking about your point guard and your center. The first line of your defense, the back line, gone.
If UVA lost Tice DeRitter and Mallory, they're losing first round. First game that they played.
Would you consider Tice an equitable or an even switch out, like as a representation of I would assume Pat, right?
Yeah.
Or would you say like what or would you say like Grunlow? What is his name? Grunlow?
Pat is way better than Grunlow.
I'm not saying better. I'm saying like
no, I know, but I'm saying I'm talking about the impact. I am talking about impact. We know what Pat Ngongba and Cam Boozer have an impact on their team that most other players in the nation don't have. And if you look at most metrics, if you look at those little charts that they do, the impact chart that Evan Mia does, Tice DeRitter and Pat Ngongba are like side by side. Tice DeRitter might have stats because that's his usage for that team, but his impact is nowhere near Cam Boozer. Like it's not Cam Boozer, it's closer to Pat Ngongba. So UVA has a tight team that they can play, but you lose Tice DeRitter for them, and that's a huge loss. That's a huge boom. You know what I mean? Like, and then Caleb Foster and Mallory. Like you're talking about two really good players. Like, come on, man. Like nobody's doing what we're doing with all that.
And that's why, to me, this year's more impressive than last. I know we said that, we lost Cooper and we lost, Malik. But I think the minutes played is higher between Caleb and Pat this year.
And that's why I think that, like, last year's team was probably more talented. Like, that team, their ceiling was greatest of all time. I don't think this team necessarily has that ceiling. But
their ceiling is great.
Like losing the Cooper Flag was easier to handle than this team losing a Cam Boozer, I think. But
yeah, for sure. Yeah. No con on this team. I mean, great players, but con
but our other supporting pieces, man, like that's where it's like the difference. Like the supporting pieces that this Duke team has, like I don't know, man. Like last year, Mason Gillis was probably our 7th or 8th guy.
This team's deeper.
Gillis for a second.
This team is a little deeper, man. Like we get a little more out of what Mason gave us last season. Mason didn't give us necessarily what he gave us at Purdue. So I'm like,
if he was our 8th guy, that's what Nick right now.
At this point, Nick.
maybe it's Nick, and Nick is doing more than Mason ever.
At the moment,
he's done more this season than
Nick
Mason
is the
did
backup point guard now.
Yeah,
AC, the dream is alive.
He's back, baby. That's what he's comfortable with, though.
That's
like
you
can see how free he's playing right now. He doesn't have to worry about I got to hit the corner 3, otherwise I'm out. He doesn't have to worry about any of that. Just like we were talking about it with Caden Boozer and Darren Harris, we're talking about it with Nick Kamenia, the same thing. It's like if he was missing his shots, it's just okay. Zay's just gonna sub back in, or whoever's just gonna sub back in on his spot. Dame, whoever. Like Nick gets to play. He gets to play more, and he gets to play as a facilitator. That's like a dream for that dude, man.
And he gets the other strength he got to play to tonight. He was in the post a lot. He's comfortable there. My man Nick
attacking miss message.
Yeah, he hit the over the shoulder hook shot. My man Flex hit the bicep like Popeye before he extended.
Ain't no muscles, Eddie. He gets some creatine, Eddie.
He's gonna have to get in the workroom in the weight room in the off season, though. That's for sure.
Nah, I
Gotta call
love
those
If
Nick.
sneakers
Armenia
back.
if he gets his conditioning down though, like that dude's
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
gonna do some special stuff, dude, man. I
Yeah,
definitely want to see him get his conditioning right.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I know the
man.
goat didn't just pop into the room.
He did for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I
say, I
sent the
know
link to
that.
the Patreon. Anybody on who's a
I say, I know
Patreon
it.
premium
If you're a
user,
Patreon subscriber,
you can get on
Yeah,
stage.
pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
yo, my dinner that I ordered on DoorDash right when the game tipped off just got picked
Uh-huh.
up
Oh
by a
man.
driver.
At 12 in the morning?
Are you
Wait, you
Yeah.
said when the
serious?
game tipped off?
Yes.
What did you
Damn,
order,
Jack.
Jack? What did you
What'd
I
you
order?
ordered
order?
Wawa. Someone stole my food. No, someone
Not the
stole my
not the
food.
Why did
Hoagie,
they just
not
pick
the
it up
Hoagie
2
Fest.
hours ago? They stole your
Not
food
the
for sure.
Hoagie Fest.
I
They
called
definitely
the
stole your
store
food.
at halftime. I'm like, what the hell is up? They're like, I'm so sorry. And
They had to
then
wait for the
I just got
delivery.
a text that it's getting picked up. Oh my god! I had a game tonight. I coach. I say this all the time. I coach high school baseball. We had a
Mhm.
night game. I forgot to eat before the game, so when I
Oh,
got
man.
home,
Damn.
Yikes.
we got Sam in the studio now joining us. What's up, Sam? How we
Yo,
doing?
Yeah.
what up?
Yeah.
What
Going
up?
on,
What's good,
Sam?
baby?
What
What's
up?
good,
What
baby?
up? What up? I'm the one that runs the Kaizen account on Twitter.
Word.
I got you. Okay,
Ah,
okay,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
okay.
All right. Hey, Sam, did you ever get the Discord link? I sent you the invite. I thought I did anyway.
I probably just need to check it.
Okay, for
I'm
the
sure I
premium
got it.
Discord. Yeah.
I'll check that.
What's going on, man? What
Nah,
you thought about
man.
the game tonight?
How we feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm most proud of Caden and Nick, man. Like especially Caden though. I think
Brother.
if I,
Yes, sir. Let's go,
if I
boy.
had to choose between the two, like Caden, man, because I get it in the beginning of the year. Like I'm still, frustrated about the Caleb injury, but
Yeah.
Caden has stepped up. Like I know
Big
everybody
time.
was jumping on him yesterday, and he settled for a lot of threes. But again, that's his first time playing full-time point guard for the biggest program in the country. And so
Mm-hmm.
you got to give him some time, man. He adjusted well playing against what Clemson's the second best defense in the ACC, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or is it
I
UVA?
believe.
I think it's
I mean,
UVA and then
it
Clemson,
might be
but
They're like
UVA
neck and
now,
neck, aren't
but
they?
but they're not far
Clemson
apart.
was for most of the year.
Yeah, so
Clemson was second for most of the year.
I'm looking at that and how he was steadying the ship in the first half. Like
Mhm.
when we were struggling to find offense, Isaiah was off, and then it was just an adjustment. And Caden stepped up and played
Mhm.
well. So I think we
Yeah.
got to give him his flowers.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's going to be a dog fight, I believe.
Absolutely.
But I think we're going to win the game though.
Yeah.
I thought Dame played better defensively.
I agree.
I thought he
He
was
was much more
consistent
disruptive.
defensively today. He was disruptive. I mean, Malik was doing his Malik stuff.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
honestly, it looked like we separated more with Malik out of the game today than we did with him in.
Because Nick was just
Malik
playing
thought-
that well.
Malik was
Yeah,
minus
Nick was
9,
playing
by
that
the way.
well. Yeah, Malik was playing that well, or Nick was playing that well, and I think that the way Clemson plays, I think that it doesn't suit Malik quite as well as some of the other teams that we play.
Mhm.
Like tomorrow against UVA, I think Malik's going to have a huge impact against Tyson DeRitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
You think it'll
don't
be
my only
Tyson,
thing-
not their footer? Don't they have a footer?
What's that?
Don't they have a
Grunlow.
footer? Grunlow.
You talking
And
about
he-
Grunlow, right?
Yeah, I mean, fair. He'll probably be in
Or
help sub.
you talking about him, or are you talking about Onyenso? Because they got
I guess
Onyenso
either
too.
one. Yenso comes off the bench, right? He had like 17
Yeah.
tonight, something like that. So I guess in my thought process, it's like, do we try to keep Cam off of DeRitter for the sake of offense defense?
I don't know that we're gonna have a
Onyenso,
choice.
by the way, had 17 and 4 blocks.
I don't know that we're gonna have a choice. I think UVA is gonna try to put our bigs in mismatches. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they try to employ all three at the same time, sacrifice some perimeter offense to try to go to our bigs a little bit, and try to exploit that. I wouldn't be surprised to see Odom do that at all. I think it would be a bad move, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him do it.
Yeah.
Just to see if they can get by with it for a couple of possessions at least. I don't know if it's gonna be an all game thing,
That was
but
beautiful.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was
Onyenso.
beautiful action. Yeah.
You talking about Acuff?
Yeah, this pass to Nick right here. The backdoor cut to Nick.
Oh, you're talking about. I got this up. I got the Arkansas game. Acuff just hit a huge shot.
But
You know what
to go back to Caden, though, I mean, I know y'all probably talked about it yesterday, but when John put him in the facilitator spot in the zone yesterday and he attacked, you can see how it grew to this game. So people were giving Caden a hard time, but again, first game, I thought at least anyway, looking at him, he was carrying the weight he didn't need to carry. Like, I can't lose this game because now I'm starting over Caleb. But he calmed himself today, and I kudos to John again for making that adjustment late in that game. And you could see it carry over to this game today. So
it was
like from.
much more comfortable. Go ahead, DH. No, you're good.
I was about to change subjects. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
I was about to say one of the things that as far as like development, right? Especially now that this is his role now, we're seeing a lot more Cam face up stuff now in a way that we hadn't seen all year. Yeah. Like the step back off the dribble three, the
right there,
like
LeBron James step in three,
like that's nasty. That's a broken face up, no
Who's
offense,
watching
no swing.
This? I'm so sick of NBA Twitter. Who's watching this and they're like Cam can't play in the league.
That's nasty.
Nothing he does will translate. Who's watching this?
You would think after last year with Kine that would be a dead conversation, but I guess not.
Nope, not at all. Not dead. He won't translate.
I don't understand the argument at all.
Crazy stuff.
Especially watching just like you said, watching his face-up game now. I don't know if people are still saying that, and it's such a plus for us because with Caden operating better in the paint and Nick operating better in the paint, to be able to pull to lift your power forward and allow that to happen, huge.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like we win this championship. I think that, in my opinion, I feel like that's especially with Nebraska losing tonight, because I thought Hoiberg probably had the best chance at getting National Coach of the Year. I think that solidifies John as National Coach of the Year. We win the ACC tournament. We beat everybody's favorite Virginia. We beat them without Caleb, without Pat. John devises a way to do it again without some of his best players. Last year was Coop. This year was them. I don't see how he doesn't get National Coach of the Year. I think that solidifies it.
I feel like that and the overall number one seed should be solidified now. Making it to those 2 games, yeah.
Overall number one, yeah, I think so. I think we'll be. I could see them being like we're number 2, especially if Michigan wins the Big Ten tournament. I think they're looking for a way to. They continue to look for a way to make Michigan number 1. If we win the championship, we're number 1 for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, Jack was saying if we don't win, he thinks we're still overall number 1.
I personally think we locked it up last night.
Yeah, I thought
you just don't lose in the first round.
Yeah, I thought last night was a good shot at it. Now should definitely be it. I mean, because I'm taking Michigan. I'm taking their point guard and center off too and watching.
I don't trust them. I'm cool with them not liking us. I'm cool. Look,
they're already down case and people forget.
They want Michigan to have number 1 overall seed. Let them have it. I don't want it. I don't care. Who cares? We're gonna go to the East and do what we got to do in the East, man.
I want us to have it because that means I know they're gonna choose Greenville, but it means in my heart of hearts there's a chance that they get Philly.
Yeah, I hope it's Philly too.
I think they could be the number 2 seed and still get a choice at Philly.
Michigan wants Philly.
Oh, Michigan wants Philly. What does Michigan want Philly for?
I don't know.
In their game in aren't there games in Chicago to start?
Yeah. Do you think they would want to be there?
Why the hell would they want Philadelphia?
Apparently, because Philly is awesome.
Weird. Let them have it, I guess.
Yeah,
Shit, we'll go to Chicago. We'll go up to John's hometown. Fuck him.
Right.
Fuck him.
Nah, we get Greenville.
That's where the Arkansas was at, right?
24, 15, and 5.
Yeah.
I know he had 5 assists too.
He had 5 assists.
What are we doing?
He led the team in all 3.
Like a 10-5.
You gotta hold him to 16-2, and you got.
That's all you got to do.
That's all you got to do.
If you hold him to 13 points,
I mean, it's easy.
4 rebounds and 1 assist. All you gotta do is hold him to 13, 4, and 1. Things he's never done.
Are we shocked at all that Clemson didn't really bring double teams tonight?
I'm not shocked.
No,
I'm not shocked. I mean,
they tried that in the regular season, didn't they?
Yeah, they did,
I
and I
think,
think they prepped for us playing outside too. We weren't
yeah.
playing inside. Like Cam wasn't even really playing on the block. So I think they kind of prepped for us, especially after seeing the Florida State game, prep for us not playing interior.
Hmm.
So I think they were willing to live with let's not double team and let's try to get the boards because we killed Florida State on the board yesterday. And that's what saved the game for us.
It worked
It
out
looked like
tonight
Clemson was
again
trying to
too.
sell out for the rebounds, and it didn't work. It did not
Did
work.
not work. It did not work. I mean,
What do you
The
think UVA does tomorrow? You think they double?
I think they do.
I mean, they
On
don't
the,
Yeah, I
need
think
to
so.
I mean, let's see.
because they
They
have the
have
bodies.
If they have DeRitter on him, they better send a double if he wanted to stay in the game because Cam's gonna foul him out. He's gonna get three in the
Yes,
first.
sir.
He's gonna get three in the first 5 minutes.
Get it. Get him.
So if they
Get
put
him.
Grunlow on him, it's gonna be the same thing because Cam's will just drive right
Yeah.
into his chest,
Well,
and Grunlow is gonna swipe because he's a footer, and that's what he does. I think but if you double, who do you double with? Right, that's the other question because
Mhm.
I think Isaiah is gonna. I mean, my hope and my expectation is that Isaiah is back on timing tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Um,
think I mean, unfortunately, I think you probably coming off Caden, probably. Well, yeah,
but when Caden's aggressive, I mean, we saw it today, right? One of
yeah,
the things, AC talked about this on Spaces, right? Y'all remember this? We talked about what other things we'd have to supplement from that Caleb provided that we would need other guys on the team to provide.
Mhm.
One of them was a 40% free throw, a 3-point shooter. We haven't gotten it yet, but like that's not been something that Duke has. We haven't lived on the 3-point line, so that hasn't hurt us as
Mhm.
much, right? So
Yeah.
that's a nice to have, not a have to have.
Right.
Then you have leadership. I mean, we've seen Cam take a marked step in vocal leadership in this tournament.
Mhm.
We've seen Isaiah take a marked step in vocal leadership in this tournament, where like they're woofing at guys, like they're
Mhm.
the type of leadership that we wish that we'd have had last year in those crunch time moments. We've seen guys be the coaches on the floor, so I think we've got that. And then a guard that can get 2 feet in the paint at will. Caden did that tonight against the
Mhm.
second or third defense in the conference.
Yeah.
So like we are seeing the development of those kind of complementary pieces being able to
Mhm.
try to give us enough to get these games. And at this point, it ain't got to be pretty. We don't have to pad our Ken Palm numbers. Just win. just hang
Yeah.
a
This is
banner.
all about
It
winning.
don't matter. It
Yep.
don't matter.
I think UVA did double in that
They
first,
did.
They did.
and so
They big doubled, or they bring a
I
Nah,
think
they brought
I thought it was
they brought guards. They actually had a
good luck with
guard
that.
on. They had us when the Ritter got in foul trouble in the beginning. They put a who they put on? Not Malik Thomas.
I can't remember. I was at the game and I don't remember.
Because it wasn't Grunlow. They didn't stick Grunlow on him because he had to play Pat. They put
You guys, excuse me for a sec. My dinner that I ordered 3.5
Yo,
hours
Go
ago
get it,
is
Jet.
finally here.
Go get it,
this
Jet.
dude hungry.
I have to look back at it. I can't remember, but yes, they
That
did. They
brother's
doubled.
starving.
They kind of took the Michigan approach where they had a smaller player on them and brought over whoever their power forward is at the time, and Yenso, whoever else. They brought him from across. So we'll see if they go back to that.
Malik should have a pretty.
I-
If they do that, Malik should have a pretty good game.
Yeah,
If they
you-
bring Grunlow or
Mhm.
Yensu over, if they just do like because what they've been doing recently is they've been having they flash the 5 to the free throw line and then they move him back to the dunker, and that movement then occupies that skip defender that off ball defender has to guard 2, and he commits to the dive, and then that's when the Dame Sars and the
Mhm.
the I mean probably not Caleb because Caden because Caden's probably gonna be on strong side, but like
Right.
that's when a lot of those things start to open up. And if not, then you have Malik at the rim, who is an adequate finisher.
Yeah.
Um, I, there's a lot of counters. This Duke team has a lot of counters.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And it's not perfect, but it's a lot of counters.
the problem
Yeah.
with playing the same way as UVA, you got blitzed that first game. So are you coming back with the same strategy this game? You can say it was in camera, but you still got blitz. So
Mm-hmm.
But here's the
one
thing: you're
Behaj,
also
just go to Patreon Behaj and click the link that I put on there. That's the
you're
studio link.
also
That's the StreamYard studio link. Go ahead, y'all. Sorry.
you're also on 1 day prep, and that's the other part about
Mm-hmm.
this Duke team that gives them an advantage is that
Mm-hmm.
Duke is not a team that you can have your scout team prepare you for and walk through.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so you try to rely on stuff, but at the same time, like you can't simulate 6'7" Dame Sar on Chance Mallory all game
Mm-hmm.
long. You can't simulate that with
Yep.
any amount of pads and hockey
Right.
sticks or whatever the fuck they try to do in practice. You can't simulate a Cam Boozer who can do everything.
Yeah. And everything right now is
So
just a walkthrough.
Yeah.
it's a
When
walkthrough.
you're
That's all
back
you
to back
got.
to back, you're
Walkthrough and
not even
film.
doing anything physical. It's all
we
walkthrough.
not practice. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
walkthrough and film. And so how I think that's the benefit of Duke having the staff it has and the roster it
Mm.
has. It's most of the time going to be much easier for Duke to try to
Right.
simulate adequately what you can do versus what Duke does, even from a personnel perspective.
Mm.
Because you can be in the right spot, but you got to stop it.
Yep.
To me, the most dangerous person for UVA tomorrow is going to be Malik Thomas. I think he can drive. I
Yeah.
think if they can figure out a way to drive on this Duke team, much like Florida State was doing against us, I think
Yeah.
that would. There it is, Jack. There's Jack's Wawa.
It wasn't a scam.
I'm happy.
Mhm.
I'm happy.
That boy got the Hoagie Fest.
Yeah, but that I think that'll be offensively. I think that's how you'll see UVA try to attack us. I don't think they're going to settle for three. They're going to shoot a fair amount of threes because that's what they do.
Yeah.
But I think early on they're going to try to get downhill, get us in foul trouble. I think
Yeah.
that would be the smartest thing for them to do anyway.
I forget how many people does UVA play in their normal rotation? Like
No, they
8,
got like 9 deep.
9. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think
I mean, they
9,
played.
yeah.
Yeah, they played 9. Jakari White didn't play much tonight.
Mhm.
Which is surprising because he played 15 minutes. Um,
I think
Wasn't he
that
in
was
foul
Chance
trouble?
played
He's
23.
he's nursing
He's nursing an
something.
injury?
I thought he
He's
was
not
just
foul
nursing
trouble.
a
He only had
slight
one
injury,
foul.
and I think
Mhm.
4
and plus they
turnovers
were
too.
up big, so they were up
Yeah.
big early too. So I think
Yeah.
that was more the case for him.
Yeah.
He'll
They
play more
played.
tomorrow because he scored a decent amount against us when we played.
Yeah. They
Yeah, he was
had
the
Tillis
only guy
scored
on the team who
11.
was hitting threes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, I agree
their
with you.
guards
Malik
had trouble,
Thomas. Yeah.
but Malik Thomas can get downhill, man. That dude gets
Thomas couldn't
downhill.
hit water if he fell out of a boat that game.
And
Nah,
for
he
what
was
it's
settling for a
worth,
lot of shots, but if he attacks, I've
Kate,
seen that dude can attack.
yeah. And Caden equipped himself really well tonight
Hmm.
defensively too.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
what
He
it's
looked
worth,
good.
he acquitted himself really, really well defensively.
Yeah.
Again, like for me, for this team at this moment, I don't need Caden to be all world. I just need Caden to
Hmm.
not be a liability. I need him to be solid.
Exactly.
Just be good. Just be good enough to deter and contest, and just because you do that, that's good enough for this type of defense, for this team and this defense.
And I think AC brought the point. I think Dame was better tonight. He was more effective.
Hmm.
But one thing that I hope he would be aware of is the fouls late in the shot clock. He had
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
really late last game. He had one really late. It may be 1 or 2 this game. And
Hmm.
even if the guy's going to lay the ball up with 1 second, I'd rather you just see if
Just put the hands up and get the
yeah,
board.
yeah,
Mhm.
just
He's got
if the pressure of the clock gets to him, rather than fouling him with 1 second left.
Yeah.
It's not
he's
worth
got a
Agreed.
case of what Kamon had last year, where he would try to block everything. Dame wants to try
Mhm.
to steal everything,
Hmm.
and so
Hmm.
Yeah.
sometimes you just
Yeah.
got to be content with just if the shot clocks, if you're up against it, then hold your hand straight up in the air and
that.
let your length play the defense instead of you trying to steal it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Nick had one too where he came on the double with 4 seconds left and kind of like ran into the guy
Yeah.
instead of stopping short. But yeah, I think we could eliminate some of those late fouls. That'll be huge.
Hmm.
So anybody worried about us having tired legs with them playing 9?
I'm sure of it. I mean, being
I mean, they're gonna be
realistic,
tired.
I'm
They're
sure
gonna
of
be
it.
tired, man. But
Who, Duke or Virginia?
Duke,
Yes.
worry about us.
yeah, we're
Yes.
gonna be tired.
Yeah, we are.
But
So is
these
Virginia.
dudes know how to play through it. We know how to play through it. It's 3 games in 3 days. It's tough. It's not easy.
Mm-hmm.
Just like 4 games in 4 days was not easy when
Yep.
we were the 5 seed and won the tournament. Like
Yeah.
it's not easy,
And
and you figure out a way. And that team played 7, so
and
and then
the
you're talking about
championships on the line.
Did they have
Yeah.
7? Oh,
Championship
yeah.
on the
Matt
line, top
Jones
of that.
was back at that point.
Mhm.
Matt Jones wasn't injured that year. He was injured the year before.
Right. But I'm also talking about the flip squad too, right? Didn't the flip squad go 4 games in 4 days?
Did they?
I have to
Did
double
they?
check that.
No, they
'cause
got
we
the
weren't-
4 seed. They got the 4.
We got the 4 seed.
I
Pretty
think
sure.
it was 3. I think it was
Okay.
3. Yeah,
Either way,
but yeah, either way.
I ain't worried. Bottom line, I ain't worried.
Yeah, I'm not pressed.
We're not like because of shot making and stuff like that, right? Like I think John will still be able to divide shots. Like the tired legs thing came from JJ. The JJ teams where JJ's running off screens and everything else, and then you get to like a LSU team that could put athletes on him, and he's just dog tired trying to run off screens and try to
Yeah.
score, and he couldn't score. Like that's where the tired legs thing came from, and then persisted for a while, and then we didn't hear about it anymore when we had all these elites running around like AJ Griffin and Paulo Beccaro and stuff. You never heard anything
Right.
about tired legs anymore, other than when they were
Except
cramping
for
up.
the early
So
cramp. Or I say the early cramps. Yeah.
Yeah. that's
that was different.
that's because Paulo got to college and was hitting that juice a little too hard when he should have been drinking
Hey,
a
we
little
found
more
out
water.
about Paulo's secret stuff after that.
Mhm.
You got the secret electrolytes, the enzymes.
Yeah, but nah. I mean, look, if we do what we're supposed to do, that second half, we'll be in good position down the stretch to win that game and to take it. And this team, I just trust John more than I ever have.
Yeah.
He's just every year he's just gotten better. He's learned from the things from the previous seasons, and even in season when things didn't go right, he's making lessons for the players, and he's learned lessons himself, man. His adaptation skills are, I mean, it's reminiscent of how K was when he was younger, man.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, well, the
Just
best
able
thing,
to
Corey,
adapt.
To adjust.
the best thing Corey Alexander said tonight, what he called out is the play before the half. He was like, that may be some of the best motion he's seen all year,
Mhm.
and that really was a good play that got Nick the wide open shot. So
Mhm.
Yeah,
That was great. That was Nick had a hell of a game.
he did.
man, Nick and
John-
Caden, dog.
John had a hell of a game. That's
John
the
had
big
a big
thing.
game, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know how you walk away tonight and say he's not national coach of the year. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, again, like I said, especially like I thought maybe if Nebraska got themselves to the Big Ten championship, I thought maybe they'd give it to. I think you could say give it to Hoiberg because Nebraska was picked 14th in the Big Ten preseason. So
Mhm.
I think you can make a case for him for how well he's done with that squad, and they've been top 10 for most of the year. But with all the shit that Duke's dealing with right now and everything, they go and win the ACC tournament. Like, nah, yeah, that's
Yeah,
all
man.
his.
2 starters, man. I mean,
Clemson shot 28% from 3 tonight. Like, what are we doing?
Building the house.
Yep.
they just
Building the house
missing
is a
shots.
brick. So.
They just missing shots. They ain't nothing to do with the defense. They just
Of course
They-
not. Yeah.
they
Of
miss
course.
shots.
if
It's
they
an- it's
shot the way they normally shot,
They
this
miss
would have been
shots.
a different game.
Yeah. You know,
Just like
correlation
UVA
doesn't
said.
necessarily causation. I understand.
Yeah,
Just
that's what
throwing out
UVA
random
said
numbers
about the
without
game in
context.
Cameron.
We about to find out tomorrow.
Yep. Y'all get
they shot-
to play it. Y'all get to
They
say
shot
it.
42%,
Yep.
11 of 26 tonight.
So don't blame the
And-
gym. Tomorrow when y'all
Jesus.
shoot 27%, don't blame the gym. Don't blame Jesus.
No,
Don't blame
definitely-
it. Don't blame it on Ramadan.
He
Like-
definitely a Duke fan, so that's the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah. Don't blame it on Ramadan. I don't care what it is, man.
It's hilarious. Miami
Hey,
was
man,
4
you
for
guys
20.
best remember this. You can't see it. ACC football champs over UVA.
Hey, man.
We're doing it again tomorrow.
We're gonna get them twice in the season. That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy.
That would hurt. So that would hurt their feelings so bad, man.
That'd be awesome.
UVA fans need this win tomorrow more than anybody on the planet. More than the team. They
Someone
need
get
it.
Luke
The fans
Margada
need more than the team.
uniform. Someone get Luke
Yeah.
Margada uniform.
They're gonna be in shambles tomorrow if they lose that game.
They're going to join Clemson and Louisville, the teams that we
Yep.
beat twice this year.
Yep.
Mhm.
And Florida State.
Run it.
Florida State too. Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
Add it to the list. And then Michigan will be after that.
Implying
In the
they get
Final
that
Four
far.
too.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get there because we're gonna be there.
we definitely we gonna
Yeah.
be there.
We're gonna be there.
I'm-
They're
I'm-
gonna have to get there with us because we're gonna be there.
I'm just thinking about all the development that we're seeing, and then you add Pat back.
Yeah.
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
I was thinking the
And,
same.
and even
All
still,
this-
like right,
And
like
you
even
add
still the
Caleb back
roles,
eventually.
right?
Yeah.
And the roles are gonna be different, right? Like because
Yeah,
Nick
of
and them
course.
are getting more time and all that, but the time is gonna be a little more limited when Pat comes back and if Caleb comes back or whatever. But like you're saying, like this just the development and like just not even just development too, just the confidence and the belief
Mm-hmm.
and being able, and then they get to step right back into a role that they've been practicing, so they get to say, all right, that we can go back into what we're doing, back to your comfort zone a little bit more.
But also, I mean, and we talked about this on Spaces a while ago with a pitcher having a fastball and a curveball. But now that you have the different lineups, if something did need to change, now you may have a slider to go with it.
Yeah.
So the more
And I think all this time, I think this means more to just if we do get into foul trouble in the tournament, if somebody is having just a terrible night and they got to sit, like you have somebody who can fill. Because I still think our top 7 are going to be the ones who play like the majority of the time.
Yeah.
Who's our top 7? Obviously, it's going to be our starters. Again, this is, let's say Caleb's not a part of that group, so that now includes Nick Hamini, and now you move Darren to that 8 slot. So your top 7 includes Malik and Nick off the bench, starting Pat with Dame and Cam and Caden and Zay. Like, you're in good hands, man.
That's a damn good team.
Yeah,
You're in good hands, bro.
I think that Nick and Darren thing made, as we saw, was that a UVA game where it was Darren?
Yeah.
It may depend on just what the situation is.
Sure.
Yeah.
And Darren's skill set works well against UVA because of how they play defense. That VCU style defense that Ryan Odom was brought over from there. You can hurt them from distance. Like you can devise good shots against their defense because of how they blitz you and how they play you. So our shooters are going to be important. Darren's going to be an important shooter in that game. If Nick is hitting, then that's going to be important. The person that I think that this tournament is the most important for the NCAA tournament is Zay, because now Zay like really gets to stretch his legs as a scorer. So moving forward, like that's gonna be huge to have that perimeter scorer like that. Is especially if he has a good game. If he has a good game against UVA tomorrow, like that's for him and his confidence going into the tournament. It's gonna be crazy.
We need to find the UMBC versus Kansas State game tape from 2018.
Yep, because that was Odom, man. That was Odom.
That was Odom, and they lost.
Yeah. But they did beat UVA.
I was listening. Yeah, I think Darren is playing better defense, but I felt bad for him too when he got hit with that double screen. He was trying to chase it.
Yeah. Again,
Yeah, you know other teams see him and they immediately target him.
Yeah, they're gonna target
we
him.
just blink on defense. That does not mean he's a poor defender. He is the least physically gifted defender on the team in the rotation. However, his on-ball defense and the strategy of just basically forcing his guy to get by him, but not letting him by until there's someone there, just funneling him straight to the paint. That's an amazing development.
And that's John's defense in general. Like John's defense is all about funneling.
Yeah.
They're gonna funnel you to where you don't want to be. They're gonna let you get shots where you don't want them. They're gonna do all those things.
That's that Shane Battier defense.
Yeah, getting you off a spot. Yeah.
That's the defense that they played when they won the title in 09-10.
Yeah.
That's the exact same thing that they did
that
for
Brian
that squad.
Zubak GOAT defense. Shout out my GOAT Zub.
I'm about to say, let's go, Brian. Yeah.
Big
That's the GOAT.
How do you think the game plays out tomorrow, y'all?
I want
Luke Mergott gets a
first.
game-winning interception in overtime.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna win. That's the big thing. But what I want to happen is for Darren Harris to go off, and I don't mean he has to have 20 points. I want him to have like maybe a 10-point game. He hits 2 or 3 big threes, and it quiets down everybody that feels like he has to be this savior because he's like the last guy off the bench, generally
Right, right,
speaking.
right.
I mean, sometimes we just have to be realistic about the players on our team. Like everybody's not going to come in and be Cam Boozer, Zion, RJ Barrett, Paolo, and the list just goes on. Like
Yeah.
there will be guys that John brings in that have to develop over time,
Mm-hmm.
and we got to be willing to deal with that as fans. So for me, I want Darren to have a for what would be for him a great game. So 10 points tomorrow, hit 2 or 3 big threes, and I want to come on here and shout his praises because I'm
Yes, sir.
calling it. I want
Sam,
Darren to
That's
do
what
it.
I want. That's exactly what I want. I want the Andre Dawkins effect from Darren Harris. Give me the Andre Dawkins. You give us
We
the
will
Andre
see you
Dawkins.
tomorrow night, Sam, to talk about
Yep.
it.
Yes,
You
sir.
give us
I
the
want to know
Andre
if Sam talking.
Dawkins.
I want to know if he's talking to all the fans that call for us to bring in developmental players. That's what I want to know. That didn't
Come on,
not
Eddie.
complain about it.
Mm-hmm.
Are those the fans
Yeah.
we
Come
talking
on,
to?
Eddie.
Give us the Dawkins. That's what I said. Everybody was like, his Grayson Allen moment's coming out. He's not gonna give us the Grayson. If Darren give us the Dawkins, then two threes when the other team has some momentum, because UVA will build some momentum at some point in that game tomorrow. They're good enough to do it, and they will do it. To give me 2 threes in one of those moments, and watch them deflate, and that's what I want out of Darren, man.
And he's
Give me that.
due for it because
Yeah, they
He's
gonna
due.
fold.
Isaiah got 10 rebounds tonight, and then he
Yep.
had 32 yesterday. So his legs are probably spent. So Darren can fill in and
Yeah.
hit a couple threes. That's
Mhm.
all we need.
That's all I want. That's all I want,
Yeah.
man.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Just a couple momentum busting shots.
But Darren hit a big one against Florida State too, didn't he? I mean, I know he hit one tonight.
I think he did, right? He won against Florida
He
State
had
last night.
0 points.
I
He
don't
had
think he
0.
scored last night.
Okay.
Okay, so it was tonight when he hit
Maybe it was
off of the
maybe
campus action.
it was the NC State game or the UNC game or something where he hit a couple shots or something. I don't know. I definitely remember him hitting some threes recently, but yeah.
Notre Dame, Virginia. He hit one against State.
Well, I know he hit one tonight off of the campus.
He did hit
Definitely
one
won
tonight.
Yeah.
I think that was the only shot he took, wasn't it?
And John's
I think he
reaction.
really tried to, yeah.
Yeah, did y'all see John's reaction when Darren hit the three?
Oh yeah. He was
Oh, yeah.
super happy. You could tell he was like, yes.
Pumped.
Yeah. Like I have, not that he would say this, but I have put in the work to make this happen. Like my vision is coming true right now when he hit that shot. So
you can see it in his recruiting, man. Like John has plans for everything. He wants to have plan A, B, C through K, and on the floor he wants to have as many options as well. Like life without Cam, life without Pat, life without Caleb, life without Malik. You know, all things that he's had to prepare for, and we've had to actually live through now. Like last year without Malik, last year without Coop, obviously, and using some of the employee that we used last year when we didn't have Coop, to moments where we don't have Cam on the floor this year due to foul trouble, whatever else. Like you saw how we were able to maintain against Michigan without Cam on the floor. Like you talk to anybody before that game, if you said Cam Boozer was gonna miss a 6 or was it 8-minute stretch that he was off?
Yeah.
Under 16 to under 6.
Yeah. So you
that?
tell anybody that's gonna happen in that game before, the way people were talking, they would have said Michigan would have won by 25.
They would have said Michigan prayers were answered. I mean, because again, I mean, Slim was also Caleb was in foul trouble. Again, they had everything they prayed for in that game, and
we still couldn't win.
Still lost.
We still won the game. That was the game for me. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I always had a lot of belief, but that game right there is huge. Just the way it played out. So, and that's the one I know AC like, man, I don't know why people still down this team. Yeah.
Look, man, I get it. I'm a
because
Duke
the
fan
team
too,
is
man.
Duke.
Like
They're haters.
listen, like
update really quickly. Duke coach John Scheyer says center Patrick Gamba took a good step with the team's medical staff today, and is still trending well to be able to play in the NCAA tournament.
Let's go.
He's gonna play in the tournament. He's gonna play in the tournament.
That's the expectation for sure.
Yeah. He's gonna play in the tournament, and the only thing Duke should be releasing about him is that he's gonna play in the tournament because the committee has already said last year that they're going to start taking into account when teams don't have players, when they have injuries and things, and that's going to affect your seeding. Not that it's going to knock Duke out of a 1 seed, but if the discussion came down to the number 1 overall seed and they're like, is it going to be Duke? It only helps Duke to say Pat's going to play.
Yeah, they kind of. Well, I guess it was a bigger injury, but yeah, they kind of. I mean, they did that to Cincinnati when Kenyon Martin got hurt too. I think
and it's something that they really didn't do a lot of in the past, but like last year, they said it was one of those things that's going to become a focus. And I can't remember what team it was exactly that it affected, but there was a team last season that lost a key player going into the tournament, and the committee said that they were gonna take that into account, and they did. And I can't remember who it was. Somebody lost like a seed line or something because they had a guy out.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I mean, and I argue with a whole bunch of Florida State fans, football fans, when they lost their quarterback. That
Don't even bring that up. That's my team.
Oh man, I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Jordan Travis.
Yeah, it changes the dynamics, man. It really does.
I'm so proud of Nick and Caden, man.
Yeah, man. I can't get over their performance today, man.
Nah,
They were.
Caden figured it out.
They were fantastic.
Caden figured it out.
It's just attack. Just be in attack mode.
What?
If they decide to play 4 feet off of you, you have a running start to get to the rim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caden's entire
make a
thing.
play.
Caden is at his best when he's putting pressure on the rim.
Exactly. Yeah. And then once you do that and you get a rhythm for the game, that's when he stepped out and hit a 3 tonight. Right? Like
you can tell he grew up playing against his brother.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's what it is. But I think with Caden too, there's a life lessons for all of us, which is be yourself, right? So that's himself is driving, and he wasn't himself that first game. He was trying to do something else. But Caden, just be yourself, man. Keep attacking.
Yeah.
Keep dominating at the rim. That's what we need. So.
Yep.
Find a way, man.
Yeah, so it's just surviving advance, man. Tomorrow's UVA. We know what they do. Like UVA hasn't practiced against, doesn't know what we are without Pat and Caleb. They don't know what we are without those guys. So we do have a little bit of an advantage there. And they've had 2 games to watch, so they can do all the film work they want. But actually putting it on the floor and playing against it is going to be a different monster.
You've seen like 30%. You haven't even seen 30% of what John has without those 2 on the floor.
Yeah,
like
for real.
Yeah. And
he's going to throw things out that no one knows.
Exactly. And can you even take a lot from the Florida State game in tonight? I mean, we played differently between the 2 games.
You talking about like if you're Brett Brownell?
Yeah, I mean, I just
Oh, you mean if you
did not watch? I think watch the same game twice.
I think you look at that game, and if something that you do is something similar to what Florida State does, then you're like, okay, we can use that to success. But there's nothing really that Clemson does that matches what Florida State does.
I mean, if you play like Florida State, I mean,
yeah. I mean, Clemson's best bet was to just say, all right, what we did against UNC last night, let's do it again and try. And I think that's what they did. And they settled for a lot of bad shots. Like they looked disjointed on offense because defensively we're just a different thing than UNC. So they went with what they knew, and you can't blame a team for doing that at least.
Yeah, who was that beat Michigan before we did? Was it Wisconsin?
Wisconsin. And they made like 15 threes.
16.
Yeah, that's basically what they tried to do yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what Lipscomb did early in the season. That's what Texas Tech resorted to at the end of that game. Drive and shoot threes. That was it. No mid-range, no post-up, just drive and shoot threes.
It's the ball.
And then every now and again, JT Thompson the ball in the middle. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
So UVA will, they talked about it. Their fans talked about it. The coach talked about it in the press conference. We don't normally shoot that badly. Yada, yada, yada. When we see them again, because they said that. They were like, we're going to see them again in the tournament, ACC tournament, whatever. And when we do, it's going to be a different story. Like, okay, cool, man. Cool. You'll lose instead of 26, you'll lose by 16. Awesome. Good job.
I think it's 25.
let it be 25 again, yo. Let it be.
What point less?
I'm gonna be on here saying some disrespectful shit.
I'll tell you what they're
Yeah,
not gonna do.
We
They're
beat them by
not gonna.
25.
They're not
We
gonna
beat them
shoot.
by 25 again.
Yeah.
I might have to full
you're
on
gonna
step
have
out of
to.
the wedding.
Yeah, you're gonna have to not say.
Mhm.
You're gonna have to not say for work this stream. I'm gonna have some stuff to say.
Yeah.
yeah. Make sure you have
I'm gonna some stuff.
Pablo on so him and DH can tag team
Oh,
that.
he
Oh,
gonna
good
put a
Lord,
battery
that
in my
would
back.
be.
I'll
He
bring
gonna
Oh,
put a
my
battery
baby.
in my back.
Papa.
I might be on the brown tomorrow if we win by 25. It's
Hell
gonna be
yeah.
something
Hell
serious.
yeah.
It's gonna be explicit in here. There's a
Hell yeah.
furniture moving in this chat. You heard me?
That's all I
Oh
want.
my God.
Oh
Keep the
man,
3-point
Oh my
percentage
God.
defense tight. Keep them under 35% from three.
Yeah,
Out rebound them at least for a half. You don't even have to out rebound them for a whole game. Out rebound them for a half, and keep attacking their bigs and get them in foul trouble, man. Get Into in foul trouble
yeah.
when he guards Cam. Get the Ritter in foul trouble when he's on Cam, and you walk away with a win, man. Anything else, like if you let them hang around, then it's gonna be a tough game down the stretch, and you're just gonna have to hope that your talent is better and get yours how you can get yours. It's
And
gonna be one of those two scenarios, man.
And that's the thing too, AC. Like the way that John is orchestrating this offense, particularly when he uses Cam as the primary initiator, they're just gonna match up hunt.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna screen
Yeah.
until you switch,
yep.
and either you switch a 6'4" guard on him, and he goes right by them, or you put
Mm-hmm.
or you don't, and you now have no leverage, and you're gonna foul because they're already
Yeah.
DeRitter, Grunlow, Yensu are all foul prone. And especially now that we're like pump faking
Right.
in the lane now, we're
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah, and if you
it's
don't switch,
and if you
without Malik, you're gonna get Caden in the paint where he wants to live anyway. So they're gonna have to do something.
there's a lot of options and things that John has unlocked with this 7-person lineup schematically.
Mm-hmm.
Like we haven't seen a lot of the high post initiation stuff that folks are used to. Now it's pick and roll heavy. Now
Mhm.
it's matchup hunting. Now it's, you know what I'm saying? Now, I mean, we're still trying to get Isaiah in movement, but if you take that away, that's fine. Cam will just take the ball to the rim and shoot.
And those were things that
15
were
free
always
throws.
there, right? Like
They were always available. We just never pressed
using
the
the
button.
Caden as you remember we talked about it a little bit briefly. We were like, we talked about this in the beginning of the season. We knew like just watch it. You can watch it and break it down. And like November and December, there's going to be things that we do like once or twice that we never do again because we
never
don't want
see
to put it on
again.
film. One of the things that we did in November, and we talked about on the show, was we watched it happen. I was like, that was kind of cool. John put Caden in the pick and roll, like, and then you saw it pop up last night when they were playing drop coverage. And now we've ruined the idea that you can just play drop on this team.
I mean, that was so genius. I mean, you imagine how many times together they probably run pick and roll. They're pros at it by now. just over life. So, but the crazy thing is we talk about the offense, but the defense is still the best trait of this team, man. I feel like we're watching like the Baltimore Ravens or the Tampa Bay Bucks. Like we just gotta hit a few timely shots, and we're gonna be all right. So that defense gonna hold us down. So,
and I think with a ship on the line, that's when I think you start to see, you know what I'm saying, Duke will its way. Because I think when you talk about winners, I think we have winners at every position that have won at high levels. They're gonna be like, okay, like we're too close to not go get it. You know what I'm saying? And so my expectation is that they continue to do so, and I'm excited for that. Like I'm excited to see what this team looks like that close to a championship.
You don't come this far just to come this far.
No. I mean, you might as well finish at this point. So yeah,
might as well do the job.
Yeah,
might as well do the job.
Finish the damn job.
And yeah, they'll be tired, but there's a will with this team. This team has always played with a will, where I think that even mentally, they're not gonna let each other quit. They're not gonna let each other like get too low, get too high. They're not gonna let each other be without a level of accountability to get a win. I mean, like I said, like the leadership, the player-led leadership has gone to a whole different, like the emotion that they're playing with. That we haven't seen them play with this much like against Florida State. I saw more
Oh, that
raw
was
emotion than
emotional.
I have seen the entire season.
I
Because
agree.
they've been machines for the most part, but you saw them like with their backs against the wall in a lot of ways, really will themselves emotionally to a win. I thought that was a really nice development. So I thought it brought them closer. And so now you're seeing them correct things in huddles in ways that they don't have to wait to a timeout to get. You don't have to wait to get to the bench to get to. You don't have to listen to Dildy or to Brad's or to Scheyer to get that for you. Now you're getting it at the free throw line, at
What,
the huddle.
well, that's the benefit of allowing your players to draw plays on the whiteboard, right? And so
Mm-hmm.
I mean, now they can see those things. Now, like you said, now is at the free throw line instead of being a timeout. But I just think
Mm-hmm.
that the toughness of this team speaks to a great defensive team. You know, when you're really good on defense, you have a lot of confidence. You're used to fighting your way out of a corner. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when you are tired, like we talked about before, offense is the first thing to go. Jump shots
Yep.
the first thing to go. But how can you win the game playing
Mm-hmm.
defense? A lot of people are confident when they have the ball, but to be confident when
Mm-hmm.
you don't is a whole different story, man. And
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
think we have to point out we're confident when we don't have the ball. So
That's it. That's it. That's it. I'm excited, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good
Championship on the
one.
line tomorrow.
I
And
know,
we
I
are
know. Let's go get it. I want to be on here tomorrow celebrating.
We're gonna
I
be on
want to
here
hear
tomorrow no matter what.
I want to hear
Yep.
DH. I want to hear DH go off.
If we win by 25, I'm on the Brown. I'm waking up everybody in the house.
I
It's
need
about to
this to
be. It's
happen.
about to be.
I need this
It's
to
gonna
Yeah,
be illegal in
at
here.
that it's warranted at that point.
happen.
25 points with a 7-man, really six-man rotation.
Mm-hmm.
I just like Steph Curry. Like, what they gonna say about John now? I mean, what would they say? I mean, everybody say he's just a recruiter, and again, I task anybody to find in the job description of a coach where recruiting is not part of that job description. But uh, to have your talent taken away, your starters, man, and to do this, I mean, I'm just speechless, man. You know, we'll never know because it won't happen to the other teams, but they don't win their tournaments. You probably don't get out the first game. That's it was killing me because they kept talking about old teams that like they're confident against Duke. Florida State is confident against Duke. Yeah, they're
Mm-hmm.
confident because we're down a point guard in the center. Yeah, Clemson's confident. Uh,
Right.
Not to mention they're desperate on top of that. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so
I mean, I
but
said
to,
this. Sorry, Eddie. I said
nah,
this
go ahead.
last night. Pat being on the floor makes Cam's life easier because there's another option in the low post that people have to
Mm-hmm.
worry about on defense.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the few
People don't think
times
about that.
that we saw him get triple teamed tonight, that would not happen if Pat was on the floor.
No.
No.
He
And
also
I
has
like
much
Malik.
better hands in traffic.
I like Malik. I think Malik is good at finishing, but it's almost like he has to be just that's his only option because he had a couple times tonight, well, in last game too, where Cam tried to force him the ball and he missed it. But if that's Pat, that's a dunk. Uh,
Yeah.
I agree, man. Pat being there, not being there is huge, especially for Boozer. But what I've seen now, not that I didn't see earlier, but I think more so now, people are not just relying on Pat. So I mean, when Pat does come back, I think his life is a little bit easier. I mean, crashing the boards, he's not just only one grabbing the rebound. People aren't getting by. So I mean, I'm hoping when he comes back, there's a couple less fouls. Uh, you know, we not
Yep.
3, 4 fouls early in the second half. So, and the crazy thing too is that we're not thinking about either. That's a good thing. Is sometimes as a player, seeing the game from the sideline gives you a whole different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so I want to see, what Pat's going to do with that perspective now. So,
All right,
Mm-hmm.
guys. With that being said, it is after 1 here on the East Coast. for this
Yeah.
time.
This ain't nothing, man. We did the spaces after the
Yeah, we
11
yeah.
o'clock Cal game.
I'm
was
not
on the
falling
Spaces till
asleep
like
on
3 in the
YouTube Live, AC.
It'll be easy to wake you up. I tell you that.
Yes, sir. I got the phone call from Eddie. Hey, you
Yeah,
sleep?
that-
All right, my man. All
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
there we
my
go.
boy.
right.
Thank you
Oh,
guys
let's-
so much for
Championship time,
joining
baby.
us.
Championship
It's
time.
winning time tomorrow night,
Winning time.
Sir.
8:30
win.
on ESPN.
Ooh, I
Thank
can't
you to
wait,
Sam
dog.
and
I'm
Eddie
so
for
excited.
joining us.
Appreciate
I am
y'all.
so excited, guys.
Hey, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet.
Thank you,
Hit the
Eddie.
like
Subscribe. We're on that road to
Where-
500. Like, comment, subscribe,
I'm up
follow.
there.
Wherever you get your podcasts. We're on
Join
Instagram.
the
We're on
Patreon.
Twitter. We have a free and a premium Patreon tier. Quality content on both ends of that. Y'all know what
We
it is,
win
though, guys.
tomorrow. I'm gonna
coming
come
for
on
the
here with
ACC chip.
chain and the
We will
jacket.
see you guys
Yes, sir.
tomorrow.
Yes, sir, Sam. Yes, sir.
I may or may
We'll see you
not show
tomorrow.
up in a tuxedo.
Ah.
Let's go, Duke.
Let's go,
go,
dude.
Let's go do.